welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Golden Bears will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the SMU Mustangs offense will start this game off. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on. You're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. There's really nothing this guy can't do.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Charles. Fires to the tight end. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
On second down, he'll let it fly, using his legs to buy some time. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cal Bears offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows. That kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And they're not on the same page there. After the misfire, it's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Finds his man down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Slater. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
What a snag by the defense. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Gets it out fast. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. And it's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. To the air. It's Slater. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 37. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackled after picking up the first down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. Back to pass, it's Slater. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Complete out of the backfield. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. The give. Fights off a defender. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. So now on comes the field goal unit.
Number 17 on the field goal.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over UNLV. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the ground with the back. At midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. He's up to 57 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, SMU. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Dropping back, it's Slater. Unleashes it on the run. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They're bringing heat. It's caught downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Slater. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Power football with the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, SMU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
And the Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Slater. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires and picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they all
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the punishment has been extended. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, SMU! And the stomping has commenced. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
SMU 56, Cal 17.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The running back has it. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the gun to give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Charles. Got his man down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water beds, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand. 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paulie.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the...
Touchdown, Mustangs! And the route is on. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now on 1st down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Sends it downfield. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. with this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Charles. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late.
Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Slater. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones
Running toward the tape. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll try the right side. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beat.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Second down.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Slater. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin